we will pick up there with the lot of you in the dark because there is no light in this place. Relaxing,
Put light
anticipating,
up.
trying to sleep, paranoia, who knows? How do you feel?
I'm still a horse.
Yes, you are, Totsig.
Fizzing.
I'm a goblin. And I'm blind.
I put light on my shield.
I find it myself.
Well, I myself am feeling rather mixed. On the one hand, one of my nightmares literally came to life, and we brought back a manifestation of that nightmare. But on the other hand, this could be critical to my research. If I could bring back something from a nightmare, perhaps I can physically travel to the astral plane as well. If so, this may be critical to my research.
I
Ansley
point
will
to the thing that the big thing. Is that something from the thing from your nightmare?
I think it was the room with all the bodies.
Yeah, yes, quite. Ansley will just start scribbling furiously in his notes. But just to be reassuring, I have temporarily forgotten how to use Dimension Door, so that we shall not travel to that instance again.
Alrighty then.
All right. Are we finishing the entirety of the long rest?
If anyone would want to stay on watch, they can.
I volunteered the doctor.
The doctor's got a bunch of bodies to study.
Is that what we're doing tonight? Leaving the doctor behind a bit?
I mean, he's got to come with us, because...
yeah.
Tomb, but,
Mhm.
he didn't level himself up.
He's been a bit busy.
I know.
Use 2 spells for now?
I'll make it work.
Sounds like a good idea.
But I still need to know for long resting.
You have the tiny hut? Yeah, you can long rest. I said you could long rest last time.
I thought we did long rest.
I thought I said so too.
Just in case. Because I'm responsible.
Well, you can be as paranoid as you like.
It's not a matter of paranoia, it's responsibility. There's a difference.
Well, that's debatable.
No, not really.
Okay.
What's the worst that could happen? Looks at the book.
We literally came from a room full of bodies.
Oh, that's just people who failed.
Oh, anyhow, because I do not believe we have yet claimed item from in here, right?
No. You decided after the small platoon to say fuck it, we're taking a nap.
Okay.
Oi!
Oi.
Oi?
I assume that was a cat.
He just knocked my bottle of pills off the desk.
I was gonna make a
bottle.
joke. But oh, my drink went down the wrong throat.
I just walk away.
So anyhow,
Mm-hmm.
But before we touch anything, hey, guy in my head, do you recognize this? I point at what I assume is the tube, like the coffin.
Hmm. Sorry. Mm. Oh God, my throat. Laughing and taking a drink at the same time is not a good thing. Oh, fuck. All right. The voice in your head. Oh no! God damn it! Now I have hiccups. No. Says. No, God damn it! Come on, you can do this. All right. The voice in your head. God, God damn it! The voice in your head says, this looks like my one of my siblings, Oberlaka."
And what is she like?
Fickle, but good with her magics. Though unpredictable when if I am to be crass.
Do you think bringing her with us would be a hindrance upon how we do things from what you have seen so far?
Witnessing you all in battle, I would say she would probably fit in, if not make things a little more spontaneous for decided to whoever ended up with her boon.
I will relay that to the party.
joy.
So who wants it?
I'm going to check the sarcophagus itself, seeing how likely it is to be able to be opened. As we do recall the paper mache masks that were then destroyed, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Repeatedly, yes.
And there's a line in the little etchings about putting on a mask.
It it would seem much like the others. This is locked in some way, but it doesn't look like it's hard locked like the one you were just at. God damn. I hate hiccuping in the middle of talking. But it looks more secured than your first one, but less secure than the one you were just at with the mace and the monkey.
I will try to give it a not too enthusiastic shove, just testing the physicality of it, and look around the room for whatever device controls it.
All right, give me a perception check.
I will assist the Totsig.
Oh, God damn it.
I'm glad I assisted.
Um, with a 10, I don't think you see a tremendous more than what was already described. You do notice if you like specify looking at the tomb itself, there seems to be some kind of keyhole of some kind, or like some kind of lock.
Well, but I guess we're gonna crack open the toolkit. I'll hand my lit shield to the
I will
Tilgus.
hold it.
So, yeah.
That will be how I assist here.
What's this over here?
That is a massive disc that looks like it has a engraving of an eye in it. As you look at it, it looks as though the eye is tracking you. That might be a weird optical illusion, but it could also just be magic.
Oh, the note is they don the mask or be seen. I'm pretty sure we're seen by this point, but perhaps if we were to don a similar mask.
With a 19 on your thieves' tools,
I will
Uh,
flash of genius. Bring it
bringing that up to
to 23.
all right. So you get down as close as you can to the lock and start working at it. This is weirdly intricate for the locks that you've seen all throughout Omu and Chult, especially in the ancient tombs before. It takes you a good long while, and you swear a good couple of times your tools are going to bend to the point of breaking, but at one point you just hear a as you feel you finally got the lock to release.
Just to clear, I'm not happy about this.
Are you ever?
I'm happier, more happy than people give me credit. Yes.
There.
Oh, I must have known enough. Yeah, how is this one described again?
I believe this was the Obalaka, the drop bear.
All right. Yeah, that would be correct. The drop bear, the Zorbo.
I will using the butt of my hand axe push around until I find whatever inside of the actual sarcophagus.
So you're opening it?
Yeah. I mean,
So the way you described that seemed like you were trying to use your axe to like circle the seam to look for something. I don't
Nope.
know. That seemed
pop
a
the
weird way
lock
to
and
describe that.
like very made it clear I am not happy with having to do this.
All right, give me a strength check because it is a stone sarcophagus.
Boy, get over here.
Boblin,
Moblin. Hi.
you're the boy.
Hi.
Just gonna stock these bodies on the walls. Just ignore me.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. I'm assisting Boblin.
What
Okay.
am I doing?
Open.
Listen.
Strength check.
Hiya.
Use your mighty dwarf goblin body.
Excuse me.
You heard me.
Hiya. Mr. DM, what would you like?
Strength check
Strength.
with advantage because you're being helped.
Power of Dad.
A
Hiya!
power of dad.
I think you might be stronger than our paladin.
No.
With the power of
Pretty tall.
one very tall and one very small man, and the combined power of parental love, you fling this sarcophagus open, and let me see if
I'll
you
die.
see inside a skeleton of a Zorbo, a koala. As the air touches it, it slowly fades into dust, leaving the only thing you can see within is a small silver ring. And then I'm going to have the two of you roll flat d20s to see who makes the check first. As you've all seen this happen before.
I win.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. Totzig, I would like a charisma saving throw from you.
Ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-da-ba-ba.
Oh, you are one off, but that is perfectly fine. So as the dust poofs from the corpse being released, a whiff of it whips into the air, and you see a bit of a smile in the dust as inside your head, Totzig, you hear, "Ooh, I've never had 6 limbs before. Oh, there's so many ribs. Oh, hello, hello, hello. I am Obalaka. I will assist you. Ooh, well, this body is very odd. Ooh, I love it." The host of Obalaka, or is it? Whoops, I was reading the wrong one when I was looking at this. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna go with this one because this is what I was describing the entire time. Obalaka, who is going to be shifted to a different one now, is going to give you a dexterity score of 23. And you get the inherited flaw of, I never stick to a plan. Even though you're probably the one who comes up with the plan.
I mean, you can't stick to a plan. We have a boblin.
Hi.
So yeah, you have a koala that will not shut up in your brain, and I'm not going to continuously jabber in your head, but they will be there, being your friend, for as long as, well, let's see what happens. and you get a dexterity score of 23 until they leave.
I guess.
Wait, what?
What?
I'm the Dex Space Paladin here.
He's the closest thing we have to a rogue.
Look, it was a roll off to see who would go to it first.
I got a 19.
Yeah.
The lower score won.
Yeah, the lower score won.
Oh, well, okay. This time in the game, the lower scores are better. All right, I'll see how it is. Yeah,
Look,
I'll pull this shit on
I
Mondays
don't
when
need a
I'm
rabbit in my
doing
head.
attacks.
Okay?
I think Toxic would have been happy to trade this off to Boblin.
Well, maybe that's going to happen next time you find one, but who knows?
I doubt there's another one that makes a Dex 23.
Well, if I had remembered correctly, this wouldn't be Obalaka. This wouldn't be that one, but who knows? We'll figure that out later on in the adventure, what happens.
You're allowed to retcon.
I am. It's like, hello, friend. What is your name? I love this body. Oh, you're so smart. Like, oh, I see your brain. It's going off in miles and miles and miles of wrinkles. How are you? It's very dark out here. Oh, I'm feeling it.
And we'll shoot the god.
I just kind
You
of like
can't hear
I
this.
just kind of
I
like tuck it
can't.
off
Only Toxic can.
into its own little corner of my brain, just let it go. Like, all right, you're over here now. We'll talk later. I got other shit.
Ooh, what's this? Ooh, I found some blueprints in this brain. Ooh, what if I
Compartmentalize.
touch this?
See, tall Tokus may not be able to hear it, but I can hear it, and I'm annoyed already.
I'm not going to keep going, but that is exactly what's happening.
Yeah.
So yes, as the smoke clears, the only thing inside the sarcophagus now is dust and a immaculate silver ring.
I will toss the ring to our wizard for him to get it identified.
I will
Which
take
one?
it, and
There's
I
like
will.
3 of us now.
I
Oh,
I didn't
I will take
stutter.
it, and I will inquire. So, who's our new acquaintance?
They're like
Tell the birdie
multiply
hello.
compartmentalized.
I'm always here for you if you need advice. Or if you don't need advice, if you just want to chat.
So identify, and then we need to move on to the next room.
Yes.
We spent 8 hours in a single room in a dungeon. No pressure,
All right.
Salik.
Well, I can either check this with Arcana, or I can sit down for 10 minutes and use detect magic.
Do you not have identify?
I do. It's a ring.
I just hold my hand out. I got it.
Oh, here you go. I do not know that spell yet.
I will then cast identify as a ritual.
Meanwhile, I'll grab, scoop Boblin up and put Tokus on the platform of the saddle so he can ritual while on the move. And proceed back, if I remember right, there's some stairs? Back over, like, this way?
There was
Alrighty.
stairs, yes, but I do believe there was another path just off to the left of the stairs.
I'll pull the doctor away from his bone collection.
Aw, but it was such a neat pile. All right, as you get up here, I like a perception check.
Don't suppose I know what the ring does yet, do I?
Sorry,
You'd still, like I said, you'd be mid casting. I just put you on
Yeah.
the saddle.
yeah. Yeah, how long does it take to ritual cast?
11 minutes.
11 minutes? That's not tremendously long. All
Hang
right.
on. I'm gonna roll perception here. As soon as I find it. There we go.
Goblin sees all. Ish.
So Boblin and
Boblin.
Sleek, Totzig is trying very hard and focusing very much on keeping his brain intact.
Just wrangling
You
children.
notice that it seems cleaner than before. Like someone's been through here other than you.
As in somebody sweep the aisles, or there are no bodies here.
Like there's no bodies that you made left.
We've gone west. We've gone east. It was the north place with the fan.
Basically, this is the last place we really haven't gotten yet.
Okay. Making sure
On this particular
understand,
floor.
We did.
Yeah.
Did we go down these stairs at all?
We did not.
You
Okay.
guys have not gone down that stair.
Flip a coin.
Well, you know what we should do? Oh, we should go down those stairs. I think downstairs is closer to whoever that person was that turned me into this. Oh, right in the baby. We should stab the baby, stab the baby, stab the baby.
I'm not stabbing my son.
Not that baby. The other baby. Well, maybe that baby. I don't
Nah,
know.
baby, he's just small.
Work my way north. Nothing else. I want to know what's around this corner, and then maybe we'll head downstairs. I don't know. I don't plan for these things. Also, I
You're
can't.
feeling it now.
I can't move Dara. So yeah.
Yeah, she's ranged. She stays behind.
I'll technically like stopping at that corner and looking down, not actually moving across.
Before we get too far, Salik will remark. I know caution is a part of the course at this point, but do be wary. Unless the corpses deteriorate exceptionally fast here, it looks like the area's been cleared.
There's like moss and lichen and the like, right? Like, it's just that the bodies have been cleaned up. I will. For the
Yeah, it
record,
seems like the
grab
body's been
Bottle by the
cleaned up.
scruff.
That
Like, you see me actually, like,
Boblin?
actively, like, just peeking around the corner and try to walk past me.
Boblin,
hi,
were you really up there?
Boblin is on. No, Boblin is on his back.
Okay.
Dad's back.
I have to ask these these things
Well,
because
we are kings. Thank you, Tall.
look.
From my perspective, it is like Bowen just ran out of like, just
Goodbye!
backed out of that hallway.
God, I really wish he would have gotten this one. Maybe we'll figure out a way. I know there's ways. There are
Alright.
mechanically ways, but we'll figure it out.
Going to like reach back into the bag of holding, pull out a piece of copper, shift the light spell off of my shield and onto it, hand it up to Boblin to chuck down the hallway.
Yeet.
Alrighty then. Give me a chuck roll.
I don't have Chuck on my sheet.
Yeah, strength
Athletics.
check.
Do you have any kind of thrown weapon?
I have a crossbow.
The coin is yeeted.
Yeah, it's. Would you like to yeet this wire?
Quite.
How would I throw a wire?
I mean, it's
I don't know. How do you?
Depends on how well you roll, I guess.
Well, if I'm throwing what am I throwing?
A copper
Jared's saying
coin.
it's a coin.
Oh,
Oh, it was a coin.
I thought you said it was a piece of wire.
No,
I thought it was.
copper.
He said he was using a shield.
No, I took I had the light spell on my shield. I took it off the shield, put it on a copper coin, handed the lit copper coin up to Boblin so that we could throw a light down the tunnel. Because we are fancy bitches and we don't use torches around here.
Is there a Is there like a hole in the coin, like in the center?
I don't.
I will
the
say
normal
perfect.
printing
I'll
does?
say yeah, because
Alright.
I think that's aesthetically pleasing.
I would like to fit the lit coin to the bolt to a bolt from my light crossbow and shoot that down the hallway.
All right. Give me a crossbow shot.
Hey
23. Very
26.
26.
7 million.
So you shoot it straight, and it goes flying into the hallway. As you see, for the briefest of moments, a statue of what looks like rusted metal armor, or like old metal armor, at the end of this hallway. And as soon as the bolt and the coin hit it, the light goes out, and you don't see it anymore.
Okay, I suggest we run.
I mean, it's not exactly an option. You remember Death Curse, all that?
I haven't died.
Maybe we don't go down this hall.
Yeah. Did the light? Did the magic on light just snuff out?
There's a few things
That
that
could be
cause that.
problematic.
There could be an anti-magic field. Doesn't look like there'd be a darkness spell in place because we physically saw the room before it happened, right?
Yes. You saw the room, and then once the arrow made contact with that statue, it just kind of disappeared. The light went out after that.
Okay.
Do we hear anything after that?
Not really. Well, you could give me a perception check if you really want to, but I'm gonna say right now, not really. No.
Wizards, either you have detect magic prepared for the day.
Yes.
You're already in the middle of
Yes,
casting
but
one
I'm busy.
ritual.
Remind me again. What's the effective range on detect magic?
30.
Uh, all right. Here's what we'll do. I shall prepare detect magic to scope out the area. But as soon as we hear anything, like I don't know, footsteps coming toward us, we fall back and formulate a new plan. And with that, Sleek will sit down and prepare detect magic.
Just kind of gotta wing it.
Ha ha.
I like the puns. I like you. about some dad jokes? You said you were a dad.
That if that wasn't a dad joke, because there's layers to that, so many layers.
Now the senses for detect magic go from the user, right? Not just the the place you set it up.
Yeah, the user.
Okay.
Effectively, it. The way I enjoy thinking about it is Bat Vision from the Arkham games.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's concentration up to 10 minutes, so yeah, I could do that.
All right,
Let me go get a drink real quick.
not a problem. So, how's everyone's night?
I am slowly feeling better.
Well,
That's
that's good.
I mean, there's worse things.
All right, I'm back.
Alrighty. So Salik, you give the 10 minutes to do your thing. And then what do you do?
All right. With magic vision, with magic vision on, so go around the corner and go. Give me cover, lads. And prodding the area ahead of him with his quarterstaff, just in case there's a physical trap there that's not magical. You will carefully advance down the corridor.
Like just before he walks off, I'm going to slip a lasso around his waist and have myself and the boy prepare ourselves to reel him in.
Alrighty then.
So they will adjust the rope so that he doesn't just like get yanked in the middle or something, and we'll proceed.
Alrighty then. Continue on.
Hmm. Yeah, tapping the area ahead with the quarterstaff. There's
So
no magic to
far,
be seen in the hallway, correct?
nothing to your sights, vision. Nothing that you don't already know about, like your friends, your items, yourselves, Dara, a little bit, but that could just be some kind of enchantment magic from the doctor. Who knows?
And what up on the walls? Do we see any more of the holes similar to the one we found at the entrance to the?
The way the book describes the walls is all the walls are covered with engravings or paintings or depictions of people in that look like they're trapped in carbonite, effectively, like that kind of depiction. But none of them seem like especially magical at this very point in time. If you would like to continue on. Also, do Aarakocra have dark vision?
They do not.
Okay, you will need a light source.
One dancing light's coming up. I'll have the dancing light go about 10 feet in front of me. Well, actually, no.
Okay.
I'm gonna have. Let me see. Okay, I don't want to be blinded by the dancing light, so I'm just gonna have like one up front and the other, or no, two up front, and the other two will be like around the corner or something, so they're just out of the way. After another step, so we go. Second thought, and we'll bring a third one around to add to the light source.
Alrighty then. So I'm gonna say that you don't really get anything until you get to about here, until you can see inside the room.
Okay, upon reaching that point, Sleek will start to probe the light out like this direction, then that direction, and then over there.
Okay. What you see in this room is one, there is a doorway over this way, but in this room in particular, there is where is it? A rusting statue of a knight stands to the west end of this hall, gripping a large iron shield. Shards and flakes of rusted metal cover the floor around the feet of the statue.
Sleek will stop and go through his notes to see if there's anything that hints at this. And let me see here. There's a 179.
I would like you to make a strength or athletics check if proficient.
Would he be benefited by us bracing him?
It is going to make it a lower check.
Okay. Hold tight, Boblin.
So, what was it? Acrobatics or strength?
Strength or athletics.
Oh, athletics.
Yeah, if proficient.
I am proficient in neither.
That's fine. That's fine. Oh God, okay.
Wizards.
So, yeah, but he got a 1
Wi-
for a natural. He got a natural
That's me
1 for a
scolding him.
0. His calisthenics need some work. So you're looking through your notes, nod off for a second, and you end up over here as you just start getting slowly dragged forward. I do think that your friends do get a response as now as soon as you feel it, it feels much more a much more stronger pull towards the statue as soon as you like start realizing you're getting yanked yourself.
If he doesn't scream, we're not fishing. But he's only got 50 feet of leash.
And he's more or less there. More than. So yeah, while the rope.
So, upon realizing I'm being pulled in, I'll just yell, "Magnetism! Pull!"
All right, Boblin.
What would this be, Mr. DM?
An athletics check to yank the bird.
Paul!
You are being assisted by Fat Boy Centaur.
You just have the rope braced on the centaur, just wrapped around its main body.
I mean,
Pulling!
leaning against the corner of the wall there.
Heave!
So, with a 15, Salik, you don't go any further, but you don't go backwards. You feel the pull of this towards the statue on anything that you have that is metal.
Hey, Birdie, don't let go!
Yeah, and it,
Indeed, but don't let up either.
So yes, is there anything you would want to do before we have another round of tug of bird?
So everything around the statue appears to be just any metal bits, right?
Yeah, metal bits and shavings and rusted flakes.
All right. So okay, the only thing off the top of my head I can think of that would be actually no wait, the bracers aren't metal, are the bracers of protection aren't metal, are they?
No.
All right, so just to see what happens, Sleek will grab whatever he happens to have that is metal and sort of chuck it or sort of slide it towards the statue to see what happens. To see if it might be a good idea just to shed any and all metal he has.
Yeah, okay. So I need to ask the question of what metal do you have on your body?
Let me just check and see if I happen to have something.
Because I'm assuming you have some kind of like bladed weapon, like a dagger or like some kind of short sword you picked up. I don't know other than that.
Unless my kit came with a dagger, I don't think so.
You would at least have some coins.
I do have coins if those are the right metal. Let me see.
Just
Raging Raptor
metal.
Monsters. No, Braces of Protection. So yeah, I'll go ahead and like pull out a I'll pull out a silver piece and just like let it go just to see what happens.
So you feel as the silver piece itself gets like pulled from your grip towards the statue, and then as you see it make contact with the statue, it immediately ages like it's being flashed forwards in time, rusting into nothing. But 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 bits and pieces of debris.
Okay, so clearly there's some time shenanigans happening here. So
On
uh,
a secondary note, you do notice that the statue is covered in gold coins because gold does not corrode.
okay, so seeing that, Sleek will go, probably should have used copper. Keep pulling lines! And Sleek will make one more attempt to try to go back.
All
If
right,
that doesn't
so
work, then, yeah.
yeah, so the team pull, Boblin and Totzig.
And this time Sleek will well, I'm pretty sure the athletics was a that attempt, but Sleek will be trying to bring himself back.
All right, that will affect their roll, their DC. So Boblin, can I get another athletics check with advantage?
Paul. 18.
I will flash a genius that to a 23.
Pearl chunk, pearl chunk, pearl chunk. And while you still feel the pull, it's much less forceful once you get out of the room, and effectively once you pass that threshold, you just get yanked by the team.
A little more. That's it. We've almost got it. Whoop! Ow.
Just like tumbling towards us.
Yeah.
I mean, it took that much pull at certain points to get him past that threshold.
Would you quit horsing around?
There's just a stare into the back of his head from the saddle.
Yes, more puns.
I will just let that one slide.
Like this group is full of pun people.
So what
Now,
did we
thinking
learn?
back to first, Slink will command his comrades. Hold on, lads. Hold on. And then thinking back to the room back there, was the pool only happening on the bag which had Sleek's coins, or was it like everything was getting pulled?
Anything that was metal.
Okay, so that's noted. Now, was I able to see with the detect magic? Because it seems like there's something rapidly aging time there.
So, effectively, there is an enchantment on that statue that you absolutely saw that seems to magically attract magically have an attraction towards itself. And then, as you saw from your coin, anything that was made contact with it set off a different enchantment that seemed to age it to the point of dust. I would like a perception check from you for something that you could have noticed there.
All right, one perception coming up.
5. You were panicked. You got woken up from one of your naps, and you were getting pulled in two different directions, so it was a bit panicky. So you didn't really get anything else.
So, does anybody have something that might be able to dispel that enchantment?
I can share with some more crossbows.
Yes, but it would aid. I'm pretty sure Salik would have relayed the information he got from Detect
Yes.
Magic to the group.
Yes.
Okay.
I would assume.
That's why I suggest a dispelling. That way, we don't waste our metal things on it.
Well, counterspell is not going to do the trick, but I've got it. Does anybody have a container or a chest? And
Or
I'm
does
not just referring to the bag of holding. I'm referring to anything that can be sealed.
Like a drawstring purse or something?
Actually, let me check something real quick.
Or pouch?
Uh,
Doctor, do you have dispel magic?
I'm looking.
because I intend to use this on the box so that we can basically store all of our metal back here and just proceed forward.
Yeah, that's the thing, though. If we don't have our metal,
Don't have a weapon.
yeah.
Touch my teeth. Bubba makes chompy noises. Rawr, I'm a dinosaur. Rawr.
Because I know. Sorry. Doctor, I'm going to have him roll an Arcana check, DM, to see if he might understand the general function of a semi-permanent enchantment.
You can go right ahead. Make an Arcana check for that.
This will be the doctor rolling.
26. Hot damn. So, what the doctor comes up with is, effectively, if you were to try to dispel this magic, either if it is strong enough, it would turn off for a small point in time and then reactivate later, or if it's a weak enough effect, which from what you've seen, this place is kind of filled with very powerful magic. It would turn off altogether until someone else reactivated it at that point.
Would the doctor also know if maybe destroying the object the enchantment was on would work?
That would also work. Like if an object itself is much like the coin, which was enchanted with light, if the object itself is destroyed, the enchantment it has will also go away.
I'm gonna blow up a statue
And
from here.
The artificer should know that.
I was making sure, sir.
and Detect Magic was able to confirm that the enchantment is on the statue itself, correct?
Yes, the statue itself had the enchantment. It seemed like a couple of different enchantments weaved together, but yeah.
So we can either dispel or blow it up. Those seem to be our options.
Or we could even move it out of the way. All we have to do is store our metal in one place, have a team, and drag the armor someplace, well, other way, perhaps a room we've been to already, and then just leave it there, and while we gather our belongings and proceed.
But without metal, many of us are rather useless.
And the effective range seemed quite wide. We'll just have the doctor dispel it, deal with whatever's in the vicinity as quickly as possible, and try to extricate ourselves with whatever we can gather.
True. Then again, I suppose if we got anywhere near it, we would age much, much faster. Pity.
Again, do you feel like you aged, or did you merely see items rust into non-existence?
As soon as I got close to the object, it was as if time, yeah, fast forwarded itself. Or jumped even.
Sorry, maybe we'll expedite Bubblin's puberty as we get through this.
Why?
Have the doctor go forward just enough that he can reach out with a dispel magic on the statue's area, and at that point, you guys hurry up. You're on the timer to investigate the area.
Yep.
We don't know how long.
We'll have to assume it's the one on the timer.
Yeah. Doctor up here.
I assume you would take us to the point of where Salik said it started.
Yeah, which would be the entrance of the room.
Yeah.
This would be after he had casted the dispel magic.
Yeah. So I need some kind of check for this to see if it works.
I believe it's just intelligence.
I would ask for an intelligence or an arcana if trained.
Is this just the doctor, or can anybody with an arcana or proficient in arcana roll?
This would be the solely the person who's casting the spell. With a 23,
Go ahead.
it would work. Yeah, so as you see the doctor like get up to the threshold and then just slowly see him just inching forward from the enchantment, cast the spell, and you see all the coins and things that have not corroded away fall to the ground, and the pull stops for now.
All right, then, squad, get to investigating.
Yep. Hop off, look around, investigation check.
Investigation.
While it appears to be disabled, I am going to see about finding any of the markings, runic, enchantments, etc. To carve out and actually break the enchantment.
All right. Go right ahead. Make that an investigation check yourself. $21. From what looks like, damn, and a 27 for investigating the room. Nice. So as Totzig checks the statue itself for the centering of this enchantment, you notice the shield that the armor is like holding in front of itself, like a knight, seems to be the center point of the this magical like effect. It has the runes on it. It would have like you'd get a chance to look on the inner side of the shield, and that's where most of the runes that seem to be powering the different enchantments are.
Yeah, I'll take my enchanted hand axe and like run the blade carving against the runes. Just basically striking to break the physicality of the enchantment while all the kids do their things.
Okay. While I move over to the other people, the last thing I will say to you is, as you run your axe along, it doesn't seem to do. It's a magical weapon, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So it's going to take a little bit, but you see it starting to like chip away at the runes. As we turn back over to Tokus, I would like you to make a roll to see what kind of loot you find. Give me a d20 roll plus 30.
Yeah, that's about right.
All right. Well, you find in this room, you find it very interesting as you look around at the pile around the statue, and you see organic stuff like the core and the fletching of the arrow and the bolt did not seem to age away, though it was stuck to the statue. But you find a total of 50, 55 gold pieces scattered amongst the rusted heaps along the statue itself. But yeah, you notice that this whatever effect this was doing seemed to rust away any kind of metal, ferrous or not. Other than that, there is a doorway to the north and the south.
We would roughly recognize like our position. South would have been the paper mache room, right?
What kind of check would it be for like object permanence in a dungeon?
Used to be
Like,
Oh,
dungeon
wait a
give
minute.
me,
master.
I might have something for this. Hang on.
Survival?
yeah, I guess survival would work, but
Uh,
if Sleek's
let me
got a
see.
spell for this,
Well, not necessarily a spell, but I think it's an ability I had,
Yeah.
or it might have been the last wizard I had that had
So
this.
you get the feat that you
Let me
don't
check.
forget anything.
Yeah, the one that lets you know the one you always know where north is.
Oh, feed in mind.
mm,
Yeah, I don't have that one actually. Never
all
mind.
right.
Okay.
So I guess it would be a survival check. With a 17, yeah, you kind of trace back your steps, and the door that you saw was secret on the one side. On the other side, you could see the hinges and like the relief set on this side. So this door down here seems to be the door to Obalaka's room. Uh, in on the other side.
Okay. Anyone scouting north? I've got a few more of these runes I need to etch out before I feel comfortable moving on.
Not yet.
I'll have a look. Detect
Yeah.
magic is still active. Sort of looks like a fountain, does it not?
Mhm.
Yeah.
What you would see in here is a large fountain encrusted with moss rises in the middle of a circular room. Three marble maidens stand in the fountain, stand in the middle of the fountain, holding pitchers out in which the water flows.
What
Detect
do you,
magic would still be up. You would see that the water itself radiates an aura of magic. It looks like transmutation magic.
Is transmutation what's used in teleportation, or is that different altogether?
Transmutation changes one piece of matter into another.
transmutation is like spells like polymorph and the like.
Right. Uh, Careful of the water, lads. There's strong. Uh, wow, I already lost the word. What's it? Transmutation. Yeah. Yeah. There's strong transmutation. Yeah, magic here.
I don't think we should touch the water.
That's probably a good idea.
Though I am quite curious to see what kind of transmutation. And Salik will take a copper coin and just yeah, yeah, chuck it into the fountain, and maybe take a step back. Which reminds me, I need to update the coins I have. It just occurred to me I don't have any copper pieces. Oops. All right, next best thing. So we'll take a piece of debris, like a rock or something, and throw it in, see what happens.
I mean, there is a lot of rust in the other room, like a rust flake, so that it would be easy to find a piece of detritus. So you throw in the detritus, and um, let me just check here if there's anything. Okay. So as you throw in the piece of detritus, you notice the magic itself through the detect magic seems to try to do something to it, but as the flake just kind of dissolves into nothingness from the force of something else interacting with it other than the air, it just kind of dissolves into nothingness.
Hmm, curious. Yeah, this rust won't do anything significant, as it is quite fragile, to say the least. But perhaps there's something in our notes, and Sleek will quickly skim through his notes to see if there's anything that pertains to this, seeing as we might still be on the clock.
Well, I we'll do one more quick look around the room with an investigation, see if anything pops up.
All
Unless you
right.
want to, unless you want me to keep my 27.
I mean, if you want to go again, this is a different room, so that would be perfectly fine.
21.
21. You don't see anything else really in this room.
Okay.
You notice the moss, but like there's moss and like signs of aging all over the place, but it doesn't seem to like dip into the water itself.
Okay. Well, I don't think there's anything of value here, so perhaps we head out.
That seems right.
Just one more thing. Sleek will sort of position himself like maybe here, and then we'll position dazzling lights behind him so that he casts a shadow onto this. See if something happens.
While creative, unfortunately, it would do nothing. Like that's a good idea. Unfortunately, this is not that type of interaction. I like the cut of your jib, kid.
And seeing if something happens, Sleek will agree to leave the room.
Alrighty then. As you all leave, you see the last bit of Totzig, like seemingly taking his axe and just like carving his way through the metal shield of the statue until the axe is like just there's a like a nice axe size chunk gash in it, and you can kind of see where the cut would be from the other side as he walks away. And as you leave this room, I think that is where we will end for the night because it is midnight. And from what I understand, I might be in for a long day tomorrow at work.
Alrighty.